Is it guaranteed that life will be better in 4 years? No, it's not guaranteed. That's what I'm saying. Feet have to be held to the fire. Perform in the next 4 years or don't come and ask for re-election. We, those of us who are Democrats, have to say that. We have to be willing to go against our party. Politics isn't a sport. The only loyalty is the country and the community. How do we make life better for each other? Take care of yourself and each other. It's not just a slogan at an end of a TV show. It's a philosophy of life. Sure, take care of yourself. But let's take care of each other. This is a community. We're in this together. Government exists to provide protection. The difference between a liberal and a conservative philosophy, we both agree on that. Both sides agree on that. Government exists to provide protection. But the difference is a conservative will say that the protection has to be, the role of government is to provide protection against physical kinds of violence. A strong military to provide protection against an attack. Strong police department to provide protection against crime. All very serious issues, and I agree. They're right. We do need protection against that. Let's not kid ourselves. There are people that do want to hurt us in our own neighborhoods and around the world. We do need strong protection against physical violence. But those of us who are progressive or liberal say there are other kinds of violence too. Economic violence, social violence, cultural violence, the violence of a pink slip. A parent coming home on a Friday afternoon with a pink slip. Thank you very much, but we can't use you anymore. What do you say to your family? What do you say to your kids? How are you going to pay their tuition? How are you going to pay the rent? How are you going to pay the energy bills? What are you going to do? You're 40, 45 years old. Am I a failure in life? This pink slip? What do I do now? That is violence. Your kid's sick and you can't afford to go to the doctor? You hear the screams. Is that not violence? We all want government when we think we're in danger. And I'm just here to say that when people are in danger of losing their jobs, when people are in danger of not being able to afford to go to a doctor, when people are in danger of not being able to get an education and therefore not be able to get a decent job or use their minds and have as wonderful life as they can, that's scary. That's danger. They're asking for help. And the government will play a role in that. And we're all only too happy to have it when it's our own life. Do we not call the fire department when there's a fire? It's government. Do you not call a police officer when there's been a robbery? That's the government. Do you complain when you're caught? Well, you don't get it so much here in the South, but in the North we got all our potholes and everything. Of course we want the government to make our lives better. Just assume if you would like your life to be better, and so does your next door neighbor. And so does the person you don't even know living 2 blocks away on the other side of town. I swear they love their children just as much. That's what our government is about. Government has a role. If we are going to have a middle class, which means, do you really want to continue with America? If you want to continue with the American dream, you have to have a middle class. And unless the government gets involved, we're not going to have a middle class. If it's every person for themselves, screw everybody else, then you'll have a few that will be rich and the rest that will be poor. You have to have a government to make sure that the people at the bottom have a chance to enter the race. The people in the middle have a chance to be whatever they want to be. You can't be standing up at the 7th inning stretch and saying you love America if you can't bring yourself to love Americans and to recognize why their lives are in danger unless we help with the most basic needs. Ein Tag alles, one day everything. That's got to be said to every child in America. Thanks for having me.